Okay, so this is basically a tech demo real quick because this isn't a completed system. Also ignore the numbers. The red and orange numbers are used for debug. They only show up in debug. So if you're running the ICBM in real time, you'll never see these. Um, but this is the new Warhead workstation. I'll be doing a better tutorial on this later, but this is really quick so whoever has downloaded the latest version can figure out how this works. So this is what it looks like. The final version will of course be modeled differently, especially if you followed the other videos, you would already know this. But here's the tabs. The tab icons will eventually change. This one will have a crafting icon and these other ones will have different icons. This is the main crafting setup. It uses a crafting button instead of the normal Minecraft crafting grid system. So for example, this would automatically just pull the item out of the other side. I haven't got that part working, so we're just going to use a crafting button. This also prevents accidental crafting, so it works out. But the GUI is straightforward. This slot, you put a warhead in. This slot's a trigger, and this slot's an explosive. I'll show that real quick. I just need to pull some items out of the creative tab here. So we'll grab that. I believe the triggers are not actually fully implemented yet. I'm still working on that and plan to finish them sometime today. But let's get antimatter explosive work. So we put the warhead in here. The slots are coded, so you can't just jam random items in some slots. Although this slot isn't any slot, so anything will go in that one. I will change that. But if, say, for example, you wanted to stick in that slot, it won't go in that slot. In theory, that means you could, well, you can't actually shift click. I've disabled the shift clicking on some of these machines due to a bug. But you can put all this stuff together and you can hit craft, and there you go, it crafts. As I said, the triggers aren't finished, so it didn't put the trigger. This will be corrected here later. Another interesting thing about this is if you go to the other tabs, it'll let you configure the modular. Right now, none of the modulars have configuration, so nothing is showing up. If I pull out the explosives, same thing works for the explosives. It'll show the explosive you're working on, and then you can configure it. For example, antimatter would allow you to customize the amount of antimatter in it. The trigger will allow you to customize these min and max values, and then you'll be able to modify those. Extra settings are based off the warhead itself. So say for example you had a Thaumcraft warhead, you would be able to modify, say example, the release energy of a node or something. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to stick here. Potentially when we add the MIRV system, which is multi-launch for missiles, their settings will be here. But this is how this works. It is really straightforward. There's no crafting recipe at the moment, so that's the reason this is a tech demo. This is not a functional thing yet, but it does work if you want to use it. So that's it.